I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I coach people. I do career and leadership coaching, and career coaching translates into helping people in their job search, whether it's moving from one role to another in their existing career or transitioning to another. And then leadership coaching, helping people when they join the new organization, join well. Now, I thought I would do a video today about evaluating the offer. And obviously, money is a variable. And I want to start off with a story because there's going to be a lot of pressure on you to be accommodating to the employer. Now, you've heard me and other people talk with you about know your market value. So thus, it begs the question of, was the offer fair? Now, when you go to the store and you want to buy something, and you bring it up to the register, and the price on the package says $20, and you offer them $15, what do they tend to do most of the time? And the answer is they tell you to put it back. So if the money isn't right, and you've priced yourself fairly for your skills in this particular job market, you want to tell them that the money isn't right for you, that you know your value in the market, and that, unless they can meet it, you can walk away. And now there's lots of different ways to negotiate, but fundamentally, I want you to not succumb to the pressure. And I want to remind you that right now you're the supermarket with a package of food, and you want to charge the right price for it, because otherwise you're losing money. You're making too many accommodations and you're selling yourself short. Remember, every $5,000 you lose, every $5,000 you give back to them over the course of a 40-year career is $200,000 without even taking into consideration raises. So you always want to be in the situation where you're not giving away money. You're not wealthy, right? So the first thing is, was the offer fair for you? You can accommodate a little bit, but not a heck of a lot. And a lot of firms want a lot from you. So again, remember the stake story. Number two is, would you feel proud? Would you feel good working for this firm? And number three is, would you feel good about working for this particular manager? Now, when you met with this manager, what were they like? Were they friendly, or were they high stress, tyrannical? Whatever it is, just know your personality type and know whether you'll work well with them. And thus, it begs the question next of, what's the energy like with the team? Were they a pain in the rear? Were they weird at some point during the interview? How do you think you'd mesh with them? That ability to mesh with them. Are you meshing at the right level for your personality type, or they want you to play less than where you were? I know I worked at an agency many years ago, and as much as I would push the envelope, the team was trying to chop me down pretty regularly. And when I talk about push the envelope, I was trying to be a top performer, and they wouldn't help me. They wouldn't do things to help me be better. They talked behind my back, and eventually it became difficult for me, and I left. For you, you want to be in an organization that supports you and your aspirations, which leads to, what can you learn there? Are you just going to be doing more of the same, or is there an opportunity for you to learn and grow? How do they treat the staff? In the course of your interviews, obviously there's an organizational treat the staff, and there's a manager treat the staff. How are they treated, and can you respect that? Obviously, do you like the job? Is there a challenge in the job? Is there something you can grow from? Is it more of the same? Leadership style, your boss, what are they like? What kind of leader are they? Now, no one's going to fess up to the fact that they're a micromanager. But when you talk to the team in the course of the interview, when you talk with them about, hey, what's Cynthia's leadership style like? Is she in your business all the time, or she leave you some room to kind of develop it on your own? And if you get that facial expression that suggests that the next thing they're about to say is not truthful, there's a message in there, and you ought to know about that leadership style. How do they communicate with you? Is your boss generally transparent, or are they someone who keeps information away from everyone but select people? Again, another firm I worked for had a very guarded leadership style. They shared no information with anyone other than the owner, the manager, and two people who'd been with them for a while. Even when I was there for 10 years, I was an outsider. And thus, I understood that my role was to be just another hired hand. That can be okay, but you just need to know if that works for you. Frankly, it didn't work for me. That leads to the last point. Yes, leads to the last point. Can you see yourself working there? With all these questions, with all these comments that I've made, at the end of the day, when you see where your desk is going to be, where you see who you're going to be interacting with, and how you relate it to them, when you think about the work and the compensation, can you see yourself working there? If you can't, then don't do it. Now, if it's fear that's getting in the way, it's the notion of they see something in you that you may not be seeing in yourself. Be aware of that. Don't let fear run you. And again, from a compensation standpoint, remember the stake story. It's one of the most important lessons I can teach. And I hope you found this helpful. And if you did and you're watching on YouTube, see that little, let's try that again. See the little icon over there. Sorry, I always get this wrong. See the little icon over there? Click on that and subscribe to my channel. You'll get notices whenever I do a new video. And if you're interested in my coaching you, contact me through LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/the Big Game Hunter. Once we're connected, message that you're interested in coaching. I'd love to help you. Also want to say, if you have questions, contact me through an app called Magnify, MAGNIFI. That's an iOS only app, and we can do a video chat, or through PrestoExperts.com. I'm a job search and career coaching expert there. Last thing I'll mention is sometimes people's resumes are awful. Sometimes their LinkedIn profiles are awful. I'll critique it. I won't write it from scratch. And if you're interested in that, again, contact me through LinkedIn and we can get to work. Hope you have a great day. Take care.